Oh.
Hello everybody, I'm Darlene and I would like to welcome you to my kitchen. Today I'm making a super special pie that I learned how to do when I was a teenager. I had a friend that gave me the recipe. I loved it and I've been making it ever since. This is a really easy pie to make. It's homemade and it's called Manor Custard Pie. Okay, so our ingredients are, I have some white granulated sugar. I have some apple cider vinegar. You can use white vinegar or the apple cider. And then I have some vanilla. I have 4 eggs, 1 stick of butter, and my pie shell. So, let's get busy. Okay, so what I'm going to start out doing, first of all, I'm going to soften my butter. I do not want it melted, I just want it a lot softer. I took it out of the fridge, but it's not quite soft enough. Okay, put it in there for 15 seconds to get soft. So I'll go ahead and crack my eggs. I love pies. Pies are always good. I do make cakes sometimes too, but I like the pies better. I have a lot of good pie recipes. I plan to share them all with y'all, and I hope that y'all like them. I think you will. Four eggs. I always like to rinse my fingers if I get eggs on them. Okay. Yeah, that's plenty soft. Any softer and it'd be melted, and I don't want that. So, beat my eggs up a little bit. Just use the fork. Now, put my sugar. I am going to go ahead and put my butter, my softened butter, into my bowl. And I'm going to check my camera and make sure you guys can see. I'm going to put in 1 cup of sugar. Let me check my camera. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and put my sugar, 1 cup of sugar, Alright. Into my butter. And just kind of mix it in. I'm going to take a spoon, kind of cream it in a little bit. I call it creaming together. Just like so. Just like that. Just press down with your spoon, and that's called creaming your sugar and your butter together. Just use the back of your spoon. And I'm using a really big spoon, so it makes it a lot quicker, easier. Getting all that off the side. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and put my eggs in. Actually, I'm going to put my vinegar in here first. Put my liquids inside with my eggs. So I want 1 tablespoon of vinegar. Like I say, it can be the white vinegar. I'm out of that right now, so I'm going to use my apple cider vinegar. 1 tablespoon. Now I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons. That was 1 tablespoon. I'm putting in 2 teaspoons vanilla. One. 2. Alrighty. It's a very easy pie, and it is delicious. It is delicious. I love it. Now, go ahead and turn your ovens on to 400. Turn it on to 400. Start. Okay. Start. And we've got everything here, so it's always good to have all your wet ingredients kind of mixed all together before you put them in to this. Alrighty, pour it on in. Alright. Use my whisk. A little bit. Now with this pie, you can just use your whisk. And just beat it like that. Or you can can use a blender, which I'm going to do for just about 30 seconds. Not very long. It will be loud, but I'm only going to use it for about 30 seconds, if that. I do it for 20. So, okay, be just a moment. Be about 20 or 30 seconds on kind of medium low. Low don't seem low, but it is. Okay, that's all. Like I say, you can just use your whisk if you want. I thought I'd do this for just a little bit. Alrighty, we're done with that. Okay, all we've got to do now is pour it on our pie shell. Pour it in our pie shell. My oven's getting hot. It should beep in just a minute. Very quick pie. This is a very good pie. I like it. I really like it. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and pour this on in. Another delicious pie. I love pies. All kinds of pies. And like I said, I'll be sharing them all with y'all. I hope that you guys like them. I'll be putting this in the oven in just a second. And now I am going to put another a baking sheet underneath of this pie. So this pie is going to go on the middle shelf. And then I'm going to put a baking sheet underneath, not right under it, but on the next rack down. Okay. So go ahead and get that out. I'm still waiting on my oven. I have a big one I'm going to put underneath the cookie sheet. So any minute this should be ready in a moment. Okay, y'all, so my oven is ready. It's on 400. And this pie crust, this is a regular sized pie crust, okay? So, it's not too full. Like sometimes when I make a pie, sometimes they're really full. This one's not too bad. But this is the regular pie size, regular crust size. This on the middle rack. You already have one. One's in there. So, okay. So now what I'm going to do is, it's at 400. I'm going to let it cook for 10 minutes. It's going to bake for 10 minutes. Then we're going to turn it down to 350 and I will be back. So, alrighty. Okay, y'all, it's been 10 minutes. So don't forget, change your oven, turn it down to 350 for about 50 minutes. I'll let you know how long, but watch it. I'll let you know how long it'll be. But anyway, I'm going to turn it down to 350. So, I have mine set at 50. Okay, I'll be back in about an hour. Hey everybody, so my pie has been in the oven for another 30 minutes now on 350. But the outside, the crust is starting to get kind of dark, a little too dark, and I don't want it to get any darker. So I'm going to put some metal wrap on the outside, okay? So if your crust starts getting too dark, just put a little wrap on it. So what I do, just tear it off into little sheets, little short sheets of your wrap. And then just kind of, we'll be putting it over the outside, or on the edge of your pie. Now, I may not take it out, I'm not sure. But that's what I'm going to do. Whew. And it's hot. Yeah. Ooh, it's looking pretty though. Oh yeah. But I think it still has another 10 minutes. Feeling pretty good. But let me get some of this put around the edge of it, because I don't want the crust cooking anymore. Ow, that is hot. Hard to keep it on. Very, very hot. Ow. Get back in there. So, that's what you do. Just try to cover the outside just around your pie. Alrighty? I'm pretty sure you guys can see. It's doing pretty good. I'm going to put it back in there. It still has another 14-15 minutes to cook, so I'm going to put it back in there. Alrighty, so I'll let it finish cooking. It did let a little bit of the hot air out, but it'll be all right. It'll come back to the, it'll get hotter again. And, but it still has 10-15 more minutes, so I'll let it finish cooking. And I'll let y'all know how it all turns out. But that is what you do to keep your crust from burning. Now, you don't want it to get too dark. So I'll be back. Okay, y'all, so the pie is done, and I'm gonna put it on here. Let me get it out. Yeah. Okay. Whew. Ah, thought I did it. Off. Ooh, oh y'all, this looks good. Let me get it on there. Then I'll show you. Woo, it's sliding. It's sliding. There's my pie. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. Doesn't that look good? Doesn't that look so good? Yeah, it's totally done. Whoops. And by putting these on, it kept it from getting, kept the edges, the crust from getting too dark. It's dark, but it's not too bad. It looks pretty good. I kind of like it this way. And this is a good pie. I can't wait to dig in. Anyway, we are going to let this sit for several hours to let it cool, let it really cool down inside. It's not really jiggly or anything. And, but, yeah. So, man, this is going to be so good. Yes, it will. My house smells good. My house smells wonderful. I love cooking pies. I always smell so good. Yeah. So, yeah, cook yours for, I did it for 10 minutes, and then I did it for another 30, and then I've covered it up, and it's cooked for another 15, 20 minutes. So, so yeah, cook yours for your 10 minutes on 400, and then turn it down to 350 and cook it for at least 40 to 50 minutes. Yeah, 40 to 50 minutes. Mine's cooked for 50. And I'll let you know if that turns out to be too much or not. But yeah, I'll be cutting into it. Let it sit for several hours to really cool off and set. Yeah. Mine's gonna sit right here. And I will come back and let y'all know how good it is. I'll take a bite and give y'all a bite. I know y'all are gonna like it. So I'll be back later on. And yeah, I'll be back. Yum. Yum. I can't wait. Okay, I'll be back. So if you have a cooling, some kind of rack for your pie to sit on, that way it gets good airflow underneath and on top and everything. Don't cover it up or nothing. But you can let it sit on your stove or just on the burner if it's off. But it's really good to let it get airflow underneath. That way it'll cool off better and it gets good airflow all around it. But don't cover it. Give it several hours to cool off and to set. Yeah, and I'll be back. Alrighty, be back. Hey everybody, I'm back and I'm ready to dig into this pie. Yum. Now this pie has sat. It's been sitting, it sat overnight, and I covered it up and just let it sit out. And but after it had cooled, don't cover it until it's totally cool. And then if you end up leaving it out all night, just cover it up with foil or saran wrap and then just let it sit. But this is gonna be great. Yay! I get to dig in. I get to dig in. Look at that. It's gonna be great. Yeah. All right. So let me get a knife. Got my pie thing. Oh, I'm so grateful. Yum. Let's say a quick prayer. Our Father in heaven, I want to thank you for helping me to make another good pie. Thank you for giving me the talents to do this. Thank you, Father, for my friends and family and my viewers. Thank you for your love, Father. Father, I ask you to bless us all and help this pie to nourish our bodies and help us to be the kind of people you want us to be, Father. Bless us. Keep us in your will for our lives. And thank you for your Son. Thank you for everything you do for us. Thank you, Father. I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. Yeah. Okay, now I can dig in. Now I can dig in. Put that there. Put this right here. I got a sharp knife. I don't want to dig through the bottom. I might get another knife. Oh my goodness. I can tell this is going to be great. This is going to be great. Yum. I'm getting a big piece. I'm going to get a big piece. I'm trying not to cut it through. I have a habit of pressing down too far. Alrighty. Yeah. I'm going to show y'all how good this is. Get this thing between it. Kind of loosen it. Whoops, my crust. I chose a big piece. Now I gotta get it out. Part of my crust broke. Look at that. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Yum. I made that. Look at that. Custard pie. Look at that. Yum. Yeah, you can see into it. Got the crust in the way. Yum. Yeah. Oh, good too. That smells so good. Look at my pie. Look at my pie. Yum. Yum. My crust came off. That's okay. That's okay. There we go. I don't care if it's going to get eaten. Yum. Oh man, it firmed up real good. It's perfect. That's perfect. There you go. I can pick it up. I just couldn't get it out of the pan. Get the bottom of my pie. The bottom of my pie. Oh, I better sit back down. I don't want to drop it. Yum. Yeah. Get me a bite. Oh, that's good. Very good. Yum. It's not too sweet. Oh, this is good. Custardy. Really custardy. I could eat half of that. That's how good this is. It's easy to eat. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. Perfect amount of eggs. Now I cook mine a good bit. It's up to you guys if you want to take it out at 45 minutes or if you want it to cook 50 or an hour, whatever. You want to make sure that it's not jiggly inside. Okay, if it's real jiggly, put it back in the oven. If you can't tell if it's not really jiggling, you can actually go ahead and take it out. I usually cook some of my custard pies and stuff a little bit longer than most people. So that kind of really is up to you. So, but we cook it 10 minutes on the 450, on the 400. 10 minutes on 400, and then we turned it down to 350, and I cooked mine another 50 minutes. But, so that's really up to you. You might cook it 40. I actually think even 40 would be done, as long as you give it time to sit, which means it's set. You know, give it time to firm up. That's what set, S-E-T, means when it comes to making pies. Give it several hours to set, to firm up. That's what that is. Oh my. This is good. I like this. And custardy. Oh, this is good. This is. A lot of people like custard pies. A lot of grandparents like custard pies. This is easy to eat. Like I say, it's sweet, but it's not too sweet. Oh. Perfect sweetness. Perfect sweetness. Some people will take their pies out earlier. They like them to be really, really soft. And sometimes they'll be kind of almost liquidy. I like my pies cooked. So I cook some of my pies longer than other people. And you'll have to learn what you like. Now, some of y'all will know what I'm talking about when I talk about custard and chest pies that kind of have a liquidiness to them. I like mine cooked. I like them baked all the way through. And, but you can take them out earlier. They don't have to be as firm. This one did wonderful. It's good. But you could take it out 5 or 10 minutes early, would still work. It would still work if you like it softer. Mine did good. Mine did wonderful. It tastes great. That is so good. You guys are gonna like this. I love making pies. All my pies are great. I know that you will like them. Try some of my other ones. I'm putting out lots all the time. I'm going to try to bake a pie at least every week. Along with, I make a lot of main dishes, side dishes, vegetables, salads, breads. I made homemade biscuits and homemade cornbread in the cast iron skillet. Homemade buttermilk biscuits. I'm going to make some zucchini bread. Pies, I've made, let's see, I've made brownie pie, lemon chest pie. I made a no-bake fudge cheesecake pie. Oh my gosh, that was so good. That was real moosey inside. Mousse, fluffy. That was no bake. That was easy. A lot of my pies are easy though. And then let me see. Brownie pie. That one. I have an apple pie, a cherry pie. I've got several that I'm planning to make here real soon. And I've got some fudge pies. I have a lemon meringue pie I'm going to make. Another chess pie. Chocolate chess pie. I have so many pies, y'all. I love them all. Coconut, French. I have a French something I like. All my pies are good. I hope that you check them all out. I hope that you really like them. I think you will. And but subscribe to my channel. If you subscribe, you'll get notification of everything that I make, and you won't miss anything. Every time I put something out, you'll be notified. And yeah, just subscribe, and you won't miss nothing. So that would be wonderful. And I think that you'll like a lot of my recipes. There's going to be something there you like, I know. And on my main dishes, I think tonight I'm going to be making cabbage rolls, stuffed cabbage rolls with probably with sausage. I'm going to use the ground sausage. And on another one, I'll use some like ground beef and peppers and stuff. But this one, stuffed cabbage rolls with ground sausage. Yeah, with one of those big long sausage. So, I might make another pie today or tomorrow. But anyway, I hope that y'all join me. I hope that you like them. Let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you like them. Leave me a comment. I love reading them. I really do. And I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos, especially watching them all the way through. Some of them are long. I try to do it in a demonstrative way where I'm teaching people, especially young ladies that have just recently got married or whatever, or professionals that never had a chance to learn how to cook and spend time doing it. So yeah, some of my videos are kind of long, but I hope that I teach and help people to making some of these good foods. I love it, and I am really enjoying making these videos as well. So, and I like sharing them with y'all. But this is you guys will like it. Yeah, I think you guys will absolutely love it. You can put topping on it or Cool Whip or. This is good. I'm just eating it just like this. I like this. This is great. I know y'all will like it. Yeah. Thank you so very, very much. And subscribe to my channel. Yeah. Let me know what you think. And if you have any pies you want me to make, you know, leave me a comment. I'll do my best. So, thank you. Thank you. As always. Bye.